All right. So thank you guys for the letting me take the break real quick. I hope everybody got a drink and went to the restroom as needed. Going back onto your religion check and question, Grant, the color is seafoam green, which if there was color association with deities or with like domains and aspects and all that, it would be more along the lines of probably nature, maybe even a little bit more like seafaring, but not necessarily. You had noticed in the few times using it, I believe I mentioned that when it kind of helped guide your hand or protect you in a sense, it did radiate though that pale blue light that you associate with your faith, sheathing your warhammer in that light, protecting it from the corrosive properties of that black pudding and stuff. Studying it with that decent enough roll, Roque had mentioned this to you in passing, but it does look like the cord itself is prepared, or in a sense, in a way, can have many of these beads associated with it. And it could be, depending on what bead it is, it could associate a different property onto it, giving you, access to maybe either the favor of another deity or some sort of worship or some other benefits. As far as you understand about this one is, mechanically speaking, it essentially lets you use Shillelagh. You have that cantrip, and what's the caveat on it is it works on any weapon that does bludgeoning damage. So it doesn't have to be a quarterstaff. It doesn't have to be a club. It works on your warhammer. And so
what if I'm holding the I take the prayer bead off and I'm like holding it in my fingers, kind of the tip, staring at it, kind of like fingering the cord all the way around.
Sure.
And there's no like clasp on it, right? It's like one continuous cord, which is kind of amazing because the bead sits on the cord. It's like, how did they even get this on in the first place? It all feels like, or looks like one single piece. Kind of amazing.
And that's where you get that that awe-strickenness, and you kind of respect the craftsmanship and or potentially that religious influence and or magic used to create such a thing. Cool. So, but yeah, and as you're looking at it, I don't know if you can actually see in the artwork that is provided to you, but it is an 8-pointed, essentially seafoam pearl stone, and there's tons of little refracting elements to it where it catches the light differently. And it's by all means not a pure stone. There is some debris and some scuff marks on it, but that is to represent nature, represent the real world. It's not perfect.
Interesting. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
That's it. I'm just kind of looking at it. Did some reading tonight.
Perfect.
If his watch goes by quietly, he wakes Dregnar and Al when it's his time.
Your watch does go by pretty quietly, so you're good. You go ahead and wake up the next person, which I believe was Dregnar.
Al too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so let's say about 3 or 4 hours pass. You go ahead and kind of push through and take a little bit of a longer watch. You go ahead and grab the guys, take off your armor in the process, and as you realize, it's actually quite easy to take off, and it's by that design. Mechanically speaking, just to let you know, the armor that you're wearing is considered both medium and heavy for the sake of proficiencies and applications. Wherever it would benefit from being a medium piece of armor, it is therefore a medium piece of armor. But if you get benefits from wearing heavy, it counts as a heavy. So, yeah, you manage to put it up on the side, rest, and the two wake up. And Al and Dregnar, you have the watch. Work amongst yourselves.
Am I able to sleep during all of this, Adam?
Yes, it's not restful sleep. So you get advantage as you wake up. You get advantage. You get advantage on. You get advantage on the saving throw. Okay. It cancels out the disadvantage, so you just get to roll a wisdom save at advantage.
Okay.
And I gotta get like the oven because it's beeping. So go ahead and roll, and I'll be right back.
Please don't.
All right, nice.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and I guess
I think you're
roll
good.
for Roque as well.
Oh, sure.
Well,
This is more excellent splash. What else here?
Wah, wah.
well, Roque should be good with the 23 though, because it's advantage now. He said.
Wait, how's it advantage? I didn't miss that
He's,
part.
he said we'd like kind of been asleep, and so we woke up and we had advantage on it this time.
Okay.
They can hear you though. All right, cool. So the save.
That's his and
The
Roque's.
top two are mine, and the bottom two are Roque's.
Sweet. So yeah, y'all both save, and so yeah, the hallucinogenic properties of the meal pass.
Before my I kind of wake up, like I've been kind of sleeping badly,
Mhm.
and I hear Dregnar and Al getting like woken up, and I'm still kind of like groggy and maybe still a little bit tripping, and I'm gonna call my dismembered hand over here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna name you Hans, and then
Okay.
pass out, and officially when I wake up be done tripping.
All right. Nice. So yeah, as you get rid of the trip. All right, I will change the Dismember's Greed's name to Hans officially. It's Hans with an S or a Z.
It can be either.
Okay. Well, you wrote it with an S. There you go.
Yeah,
It's Hans.
it can be an S.
An S and a
Both.
Z.
He looks like he has a quest for you.
Nice. Perfect. All right, perfect. So yeah, I guess as you're doing your watch, go ahead. Are you looking out for anything in particular? Are you doing anything? I guess it's you. It's a large group now that's awake.
Daddy doesn't
So-
get like a quest.
Just be making the rounds. I'd probably be listening more than seeing, looking.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Is Al still tired or exhausted or whatever?
Nah, he's at this point he's rested long enough to shake off the exhaustion.
Ooh.
And he did roll like a natural 20, I think, on his armor sleep concave. So Al, you're good. So, yeah, Al, you're able to see a little bit further, right, with your tiefling eyes, accustomed to seeing in darkness. The amount of activity around the fort is limited. You do see, at some point, maybe some sort of we'll call it more like a swamp type of rodent creature, maybe something that kind of like a capybara running through, of like 3 or 4 of them just kind of running along the peripheral where you can see, but they're not approaching the fort. It's perfectly okay. As far as the sounds go, you do hear essentially like this snagging sound and like this branch kind of under tension off to like I guess at the northwest side, and you hear like this maybe kind of like squeaking coming over her.
Dregnar is awake for the watch as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let him know I hear that, and I'm gonna go very quietly, very slowly, go and try and check it out.
Right.
Pretty close.
So it's like over in this direction where I pinged. So go ahead and move yourself. I'll reveal some more. If you're doing carefully and quietly, please go ahead and roll me a stealth check. I'll just open this up for you.
Stealth for Al. It's like fucking cakewalk. What the hell? I mean, that's a bad roll, and that's still
Take
a
it.
decent result.
Yeah. That's pretty decent, as you got to consider it's dark out and things can't see. So yeah, go ahead. You go there and you see essentially, a giant rodent, probably about 2 feet by 2 feet. Not really having like not much of a tail on it, but it's fur covered, it's damp, it's soaked. It sees you and it just kind of bares its larger, teeth, kind of feeling like it's a cornered beast as it's got this noose tied around its like leg and it can't get anywhere.
Well, shit. Do I know anything about hunting? About how to?
If you are asking that question, then yeah, go ahead and roll me a nature check.
I'm probably gonna let Dregnar know about this and probably leave it up to Davis if he'll stay in long enough.
Just gonna leave it.
You feel bad for it, honestly. You're like, oh, poor little guy. Yeah, you don't have a hunter's killer instinct in you. You're just like, "Oh." You try to draw your blade, like your little dagger, and you just can't. You're like, you're considering drawing it and possibly cutting it free. That's you.
This isn't my job.
Everything all right over there?
Come on, I'll head back. It looks like some kind of big ass swamp rat got caught in a trap.
Ooh, breakfast.
I guess we got a meal. I just there we go.
Dregnar goes.
Good.
I'll reach.
Excited about that.
I'll reach down and grapple it with my hand if I have.
You're
Watch
good.
it be like, oh.
Al, Dregnar shows you how to dispatch of us. You know,
I grab it. I grab it by the middle of its back and I snap its neck with a quick jerk.
That's
Yeah.
how you avoid getting bit. Okay.
So yeah, it's dispatched. You basically have essentially a capybara carcass at your disposal for food and whatever else you need to use.
I will skin it and prep it for breakfast because we're the last watch, right?
Yeah, I believe you are.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so go ahead and give me a survival check. You can do it at advantage because you're kind of walking Al through the process, kind of teaching him, so you're taking your time. Yeah, perfect. 24 total. It's perfectly, like, you get it nice and clean. There's no, no extra fur anywhere, nothing like that. It's a really well done, prepared, plenty of food, actually, when you think about it. Like, I'll have to come up with the actual amount of food, but you essentially are able to have a decent stock of food because of it.
And I'll
And-
use the ladle without using a property and double it.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're going to head and make breakfast. You take off whatever little piece you needed to be enough for the 7 or 8 of y'all. Double it. Easy enough. It smells good once everyone starts waking up. As you are, you add a little bit of your dwarven ale to it.
If
Just a little?
That's up to you.
If you want me to, I think I can season this with some magic, but I know you like the ale taste. Everybody does.
Let's do both.
If it is. Thanks for teaching me about skinning the rat. You made that look easy. Damn.
Yeah, I grew up doing that.
So yeah. Nice. So essentially on the last watch, I would say Al and Dregnar, y'all are the ones that are awake. So as y'all are doing this, go ahead and give me a perception check. That's fine, Nico. Go ahead. You can go AFK.
I see a rat in a pot.
Yeah, you're focused on your cooking. All right. While you've been given, getting this lesson out, you're kind of entranced by it, and you just kind of start looking around and seeing your compatriots and your comrades as they're resting and sleeping. And while light has not necessarily broken, through yet, the sun is still, just on the cusp of rising. You do start hearing more along the lines of like heavier set footsteps kind of approaching from the east, possibly towards the hill. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna turn off the drift globe.
Okay.
I'm guessing the fire's putting off the same, if not more, light.
Right, y'all have kept it pretty low. You probably just kept it at embers. I'm assuming y'all are smart enough, just for warmth.
I'm gonna let Dregnar know. Like, wait, stop stirring. Do you hear that?
Dregnar, as you go to listen, you don't hear anything.
No.
Oh, it's a thud. Maybe footsteps.
Which direction?
That way, I think they were heading to get back to town east, I guess. I'm definitely pointing at the wall just in case.
Yeah.
Okay. There's trees outside.
Yeah, there's trees outside. There's wall. Essentially, what you see is what you see.
Okay. I'll climb up the nearest tree and see if I can see anything.
Let me know what path you're taking.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine. All right. So
That's a tree, right? Or is it a?
yeah, no, it's tree. I'll allow it. It probably goes. It doesn't go nearly as high as the walls would go, but you could probably use it to jump and scale on top of the building if you wished.
Well, I was going to use it for cover until I can discern
What
anything
it
or
is.
not, and then if I can't see anything, I'll go.
Gotcha. I completely understand. Al, go ahead. Not sorry, Al. Dregnar, go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. From what you can see, since the building is kind of blocking your visual, there's not too much. You definitely hear the sounds of multiple sources of breath, like things breathing. And it seems to be
Okay.
coming more from like the other side of you, like down in this direction.
Can you show that
I do not
direction again? I was zoomed in. Really.
Yeah, so like down here.
I don't see
Hopefully you
it.
can see my. Oh man, what's it doing? There we go. There we go. Boop.
Ah,
Pings.
there. Yeah.
Pings.
Got it.
Wrong layer.
So what I will do is I'll do the short jump from this tree to the wall south.
Okay. Yep. Scale up a little bit.
And see what I see.
All right. So you're gonna be kind of like, yeah. Okay. Cool. So, so far you're just seeing solid wall, as that is the nature of it. There's some holes going through, but if you continue south, you'll see where there's like an opening, essentially. And as you do, you hear that breathing, and then as you look down, you see. Let's put.
Well, move me to what position I would be in when I see them.
Gotcha. So this is considering you being, let's roughly 30 feet up, right? So you're probably around here, and there would be something like a hole, or it breaks, and then there's you see lots of layer action for me to do. Here I go. Boop. Not that. Layer, token layer, token layer, token layer. You essentially see these like long, you can't really see too well inside, but you can see like long serpentine like bodies, essentially with like almost like serpent like heads, but definitely not snakes. And they got plenty of like fangs and teeth, and they're just searching around and kind of moving together in unison.
So it's tremors. Got it.
Yeah. And then essentially these will kind of.
Well, once they move towards the party, I'm going to yell and say we have.
All right. So go ahead and yell. For the sake of how loud it is, go ahead and this is gonna sound weird. Give me a performance check at advantage. As like some of the people are still asleep, but some of them are awake. So just to see how well you're able to communicate that something's coming. Not bad. Okay. Oh well, D20.
Perfect.
Not 20.
Easy.
Yeah, it's easy when you roll
Literally
flat.
20. Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and put a D in front of that 20, and we'll see. It's not. It's fairly low because you got Al awake. So if it's like a 10 or so.
Sorry, I'm fighting with my cat right now. I think thinks it's playtime.
Yeah. No, I'm there with my co-DMs all the time.
The one thing I've learned from this whole thing is to never own a cat.
Cats are great. Yeah, Al, you hear Dregnar. It's kind of weird because you're expecting to see him come back on the ground, but you hear it like coming kind of from above you. Is essentially y'all have company. And when you do that, these two heads, Dregnar, or these two serpentine creatures, snap and look up towards you, and they see that you believe that they've made contact with you, while this one over here will lunge at the first individual that it sees, which I guess it's Grant. And that'll be where we start. So let me put up the tracker.
So I'm sleeping naked currently. That's
I mean,
what's
hopefully
going.
you got like a tunic or something on.
No, what the hell?
Screw
What do you
that.
do?
He's got feathers.
All right.
Grant does?
Oh no, sorry. I was looking at the wrong person.
So essentially, guys, if you would be so kind, all your character sheets should have like your stats updated. So you should be able to go into that and click the initiative button, and it should add you. Yay!
Ah, boo.
Yay! And then
You'll have to do it for a rock.
yeah, I got Roque. Roque. Character sheet.
Oh, that's 6-0 initiative.
Yes. Yes.
Very thematic as you're asleep. And then I need to do this guy.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, dang it. Never mind. I was gonna say nothing. I don't have disadvantage on stealth
And
anyways
you have
because
to
my
do
armor is
Amara
nice.
as well.
Yeah, well, I just need to add to turn, and I need to add to turn. There you go. Add to turn. D20.
Did I get a long rest or just heal from exhaustion?
You got a long rest.
Everybody did, I think, right?
Can I use a lucky on my initiative?
Yeah, you can.
Because the feat is dumb.
Okay, what do I do this at again? Because I can't find.
Okay. So there's, I believe for you, it'll be called the journal. It's one of the
Yes.
tabs. And then you'll see there's a character called Dregnar. If you click on it, it'll open up a pop-up, and then it'll be bio and info, and then on the next one will be character sheets. Did I not make yours? I thought I made yours. Yeah, and then you make sure that it might say like it's an NPC sheet, but make sure you change it to a player sheet. And then you'll see where it says like your stats on the core page, and then it'll essentially let you click the initiative button. If you can't see it, then you can go ahead and roll it normally, and I'll just add you to the turn order as best I can.
Okay.
What's the stats on this guy? +1. 20. +1. Oof. I still gets a surprise round, but still. Do you need me to add you, Dregnar?
It says you're attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of a selected token, but no
So go ahead.
tokens are.
Yeah, so go ahead and on the map, click on your token. It's dumb. It makes you, even though it's associated with your sheet, it still makes you click the token. And then once you have that token highlighted and you click the button, it'll put you in there.
Hey.
Some of these weird design quirks that's existed since the site came out, and
Yeah.
they just haven't fixed it ever.
Yeah. All right. So boop,
Woo!
boop, boop, boop. All right. So it'll go the entities. Then it'll go to Dregnar. Then it'll go to Al. Then Dregnar. Then everybody else will get their regular actions. As you guys are stumbling, it was so slow. Okay, so this one will lunge out. You are prone, therefore it has advantage. So it is
And your AC
D20
ain't shit right now.
plus
Probably just 10 plus your dex, which is terrible.
no, D1 plus 8. Yeah, that most certainly hits. Grant, you take D10 plus 1. You take 13 points of piercing damage, and you are rudely awakened.
You know the worst part? I don't get my armor mastery because I'm not wearing my armor either.
Oh shit.
I just take full damage.
Yeah. All right. So it'll chomp at you.
Feels bad, man.
And that's that. This one has a 10-foot one. Nope, can't reach. You're too high, Dregnar. This one can't reach. All right. So now it'll go to Al. Your turn. You see this like thick serpent-like and creature kind of slink around the corner and just like take a big old gnarly bite out of Grant and then retract.
Ooh. So is the party reacting at all to Dregnar's fallout?
The only literally is just basically for you, and then some people are starting to kind of stir. Grant is very much in the process of waking up because he just had a chunk bitten out of him.
Okay.
Let's get some battle music going.
What's the word? Mechanically, we're trying to wake them up further. Help at all?
Possibly, yeah. You never know. You can certainly like use your action to try to stir people if you wish. Or you can just use your free action, but it'd be much less effective, right? Depends on how you're trying to stir them.
Will Beast take a step back afterwards?
This thing.
Yeah. It's kind of like you can't see where the creature ends. You just basically saw like this long serpentine tubular creature lash out and then just into the darkness.
Okay. Then let me use Thaumaturgy to echo go Dregnar and just say we've got company, but
Okay, nice.
Take it over a
With using that, that'll definitely stir everyone. Everyone will essentially wake up on the next turn. So nicely done. All right.
That's my one spell. You're gonna have to wait a turn for the heal, but I'm gonna step in between, and I guess I can give him. I see Dregnar from here. No, I just.
No, you wouldn't see him. No. Based off where he's at.
I think I'll give Grant Barg Inspiration in my turn, just kind of being a wall.
Okay, nice. As you are in your armor and everything, so you're good. All right, now it'll go to Dregnar. Your turn. And then it'll
Bonus action, rage.
Okay.
Drop down the hole.
All right. As you drop down, Dregnar, you see. Let me see. If I can grab these. There are many more of these friends. Go for it. Go nuts, my friend.
Okay, so I'll let them know there's more.
Uh-huh. Your voice carries as you are raging, and they all seem to be like originating from around and kind of in this section over here. So they're... I'm gonna go for it.
So they look like they're tentacles part of something?
Possibly,
or the
yeah.
individual creatures?
Go ahead and roll me a just a wisdom check, just a flat wisdom check. Whenever you get the opportunity. It's hard. There's a lot of things coming from a wall, behind a wall, that you can't see. And they have all noticed you.
You should charge in and find out.
Well, that's what I'm. Okay, where are they coming from?
Oh
again?
god, no, we gotta save Dregnar. Ah.
So essentially, it seemed to be coming from like this section of wall that's been kind of loosely crumbled and fallen, or they've forced their way essentially through, from what you can tell.
So is there a hole in that wall?
It's yeah, like the wall's basically been like pushed over.
I'm
due to
going
these-
through the wall.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 attack of opportunity, 2 attack of opportunity. Okay, you do come forth, and you do see the mass that these seems to be coming from. There you go.
But
That is what you
none of
see.
us see that. Only he did.
No, yeah.
I yell, "Big dragon monster!" And so it's like huge.
It's huge, and 1, 2, 3, 4 heads are gonna snap at you.
Bring it.
All right. D20 plus 5. 1 attack misses. 2 attack misses. 3 attack hits. 1 hit. D10 plus 5. Plus 5. 8. So 4 points of piercing damage as one of the maws snap down on you.
How much?
4. So it's 8, right? So you're raging. So 4.
Is that it?
Yeah. I mean, the other one's missed. What's your AC, right? Like, I don't think a 14 hits you. I don't think it's 15.
No, it's a 17 right now.
Okay, then yeah. You're there. Yeah, you see, Dregnar, as you run up, you see a reptilian horror with like a croconoid-like body and multiple heads sprouting from like serpentine-like necks. Yeah. You see before you that.
Okay, so what I am going to do is something very stupid.
I like it. Stupid is good.
I am going to drop a globe of darkness right on the corner up there as we're going.
Right here.
So, yes.
Okay, give me a second.
Actually, no, out one more.
Okay. Darkness. What's the
50-foot radius. 15-foot radius.
15? Okay. Let me edit that.
So basically, I'm going to drop it just to where it's right in front of Al and try to get as many of these heads.
Gotcha. So y'all can see that, right? So like right here, or right here. Is that where you're dropping it?
Yeah, just like actually drop it down towards me a little bit.
Okay.
So that should get the majority of all the heads.
Actually, currently gets all of them. All right, nice.
And that is my turn.
Interesting. And you said it's 15. Okay, yeah. So I gotta think about.
15-foot radius.
All right, so that's 15 feet up as well. Got it. All right, swinging back around. We're gonna do probably 1 round of combat, everybody, and then we'll go ahead and call it an evening, most likely. So Al, as globe of darkness just encompasses the serpent creature that you've seen.
I can imagine Dregnar dropping down like, "Hey, Dregnar, where are you going? What's happening? You? Are you doing this? Tell me you're doing this."
And then you see the globe of darkness, and you're like, "Yeah, that's definitely him doing it."
One thing. You did have to drop your rage to be able to cast.
Yes, I know.
Okay, go.
So before the globe of darkness, I was able to see the 3 T's in front of me.
Yeah, you saw 3 gnashing serpentine maws.
Okay. I think I got it. This is definitely multiple heads. I think it's multiple things. I'm gonna go for the shatter.
Okay, go for it. Where are you dropping it?
My radius and feet. Somewhere.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Go ahead. And how big is it?
And 10 radius, so 4x4.
Okay, so you hit 4 potential. All right, go ahead.
Through shatter, it's a 18 con.
Okay. That's its con save.
Okay. It hits. Got 3. Yeah, 3d8. Wait. No, it's 48. My bad.
Okay, that's fine. 21. All right.
Nice.
Nice shot. Yeah, so you unleash this cacophonous, and some of the debris and everything starts falling, and like some of the, where Dregnar was standing starts to kind of crumble and fall a little bit. The walls shake. Dregnar, you feel it. If anyone wasn't awake, they are most definitely awake now.
I'm gonna make a noise.
Yeah.
All
right.
I don't know if I can make it past this thing without seeing it, but it can't see me either.
You're sneaky AF.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, but also that's a
Would it take me-
temporary wall. You should be able to knock it down.
Maybe most of the party. We'll see. That's my action. With a bonus action, can I do anything to disassemble a piece of the wall? For a shot, at least.
I mean, you can probably try to squeeze through if you wish. I wouldn't say you'd probably.
I mean,
you
it's more out style.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and give me just a dex check to see if you're able to easily squeeze through, or if this is going to cost you a lot of movement. The DC was 10, so yeah, you're able to squeeze through, not costing you any movement. You're skirting the darkness, so you see, and then you're. But as you're looking through, you cannot see into this.
Well, yeah, that's a bad idea. I'm going in there. I'm hoping I can see the room somewhat. That gap existent.
There you go. Yeah, you can kind of see the gap. Yeah.
Okay. And then I think I just have a rapier at the ready.
Okay. Nice. Roque is gonna follow suit with what you did. He's probably gonna cast again. Essentially the same thing you did, but he's gonna do the magnify gravity spell, right?
Oh.
So, Calisor, if you're controlling Roque, can you roll me? I don't know what level he'd roll it at, so it's up to you if you want to use a 3rd level, a 2nd level, or 1st level. I'll let you make that call. But he's going to cast Magnify Gravity. So either 2d8, 3d8, or 4d8 damage.
Just Magnify Gravity. He'll do it with a 2.
Alright, so go ahead and roll me 3d8 force damage. The thing saves.
Do I need to roll an attack first?
No, I rolled the saving throw. So just
roll
3d8.
2d8. Yeah.
3d8, yeah. One more.
Decent start. One more d8.
Yeah. Since you're
'Cause you
rolling it
upcasted
at
it.
2nd level, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so
Not
that's
bad.
12 points damage. So you guys blast it. Go ahead and mark up the 2nd level spell slot on his sheet if you can. If you can't, I will. Okay, perfect.
No, I can't do it.
Alright, let me do that
I have it
real quick.
open, but it won't let me.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so you did 12 points of damage to this collective. 12. Al, you see one of the essentially you see like one of the heads kind of break through the darkness, kind of reaching, and then you see another one lunge out after it and just kind of rip its own head, rip it off, and just kind of sever this head. It's on the wrong layer. I'm sorry. So layer map. Boop. Boop. So yeah, what you see, Al, is that you hear this concussive sound and this like sucking sound of the spell that Roque cast, and one of these heads just kind of lunges out as if it's to snap towards you, but another one of these like serpentine necks reaches out and actually grabs the one that's fleeching you and just starts ripping at it and rips it off, and then the head falls to your feet, and this one retracts back into the darkness.
Oh,
All right, Calisor, your turn.
they're pretty aggressive.
So, having just woken up from a very weird night,
Mhm.
To say
having
the least.
seen Al, this is basically this dark. Did I ever see the creatures? Probably not.
No.
'cause-
No,
yeah,
no, no.
yeah,
You just
so
see
having,
a void of darkness, basically.
yeah, so having seen Al randomly, what looks like randomly, just throw something into there, and then Roque randomly throw something in there. I'm going to follow suit and call lightning into there.
Okay. Okay.
The roof is tall enough; it has to be like 10 feet, I think. For me
Yeah.
to do that within the space. And I will. Yeah.
So
Call
you're
lightning into
concentrating
that.
on call lightning. Got it.
Yeah.
And do you have to target something, or can you target an area?
Yeah, it's an area within 5 feet of the point.
Okay, so what points
So-
are you gonna pick?
So I'll just. Could I? Yeah, I guess I'll just. I can't ping right now. Doesn't look like. Can you see pings or anything?
No. Do you have
Have the arrow as your tool selected.
arrows? Your
Y-
tool selected,
yeah.
and if you have layers, object layer. There we go.
No, that was my ping.
Oh.
We
Alright,
don't get
we're-
the layer control.
Yeah. Do you want to put it? Where do you want to put it? So I'll just kind of ping here,
Yeah, like right there.
right here. All right.
Yeah.
So it's anything. Okay, so go. It's a dex save, so it needs to roll d20 plus dex, which is only just 1. It does pass, but go ahead and call down that lightning on it. I think it's what 3d10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it'll take half this much. That's a good roll. Minus 10. Dregnar, you see something similar to what I described to Al, where you can you don't necessarily see it, but you kind of feel it in the darkness, where it seems like one of these serpentine necks goes after another one and just starts ripping it at itself.
Okay.
So, all right, nicely done. All right, Marb, your turn. Nico.
Is he back from
Ooh,
his
my bad.
There
AFK?
you go.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. I'm nodding off.
good. This
Because
is
I
our
can't
last
see any of the heads in the darkness.
Yeah.
I want to prepare
The boom?
canister of boom.
Okay.
That takes an action to prepare, right?
Yeah, an action to prepare, and then on your next turn, you can throw it, and it'll boom at the end of your turn.
Perfect. So yeah, just wake up in panic, like, "Wah!" Like, did we ever get out of the hallucinations? I don't remember.
The amount of time has passed where you're no longer hallucinating.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So Marb's like super hangover. Is like,
Yeah.
what the hell is happening? And now there's like snakes coming out. He's like, holy shit.
Mhm.
He just has reached into his like trusty cloak, pulls up a can of boom, and it's like starts like shaking it or mixing it, preparing us like this calls for a big boom. And I just shout out like for the whole group to know, like, I don't know, like, hey, canister of boom incoming.
Gotcha.
I don't know what's happening, but I'm
Gotcha.
gonna blow something up. Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
it.
All right. We're gonna have to remember next session that you have a canister of boom. Nice. All right. Amara is gonna stand up, panic, and freak the fuck out, and kind of run back. She's had a bad night.
Understandable.
Dregnar.
And she woke up next to a weird guy.
Yeah. Your turn, Mr. Dregnar. Nice. I wish you would say
Okay.
that.
Sick and tired.
Just I'm gonna drop darkness because I wanted everybody to just get a chance to prep themselves.
Okay. Darkness goes. Ka-dunk. And then let me reveal these guys again. GM layer. Token layer. Token layer. So yeah, Dregnar, what you see, unlike what everyone else sees, is that, you know, that actual crocodile form of this thing and it looks like where there were some snapping heads, you just see like these meaty trunks of a neck where like the head was ripped off essentially, and it's bleeding profusely. So you have like 5 active heads and like 2 whipping like trunk.
Okay, bonus action, initiate rage.
All right, mark off
Open
another
can.
rage. Yep.
Open up can of whoop.
All right, go for it. So I'm assuming you're attacking with your strength because you're raging.
Yes.
All right, so d20 plus 5.
Sorry, take the first one. For some reason, it was that.
You're good. You punch it, and as you make contact, it's like hitting a tree trunk. Essentially, you make solid contact, but it doesn't do damage. Like, poof. Go ahead and do whatever else you want to do with your bonus action.
I rage.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. So you realize that it's just a little bit tougher than what you expected.
Summon a bitch. Okay.
Yeah. All right. At the end of its turn. Okay, cool. So this one's gonna snap out at Al. This one's gonna snap out at Al. These 3 are gonna snap at Dregnar. So we'll start with Al first. I'll do 20 plus 5. That's a hit. That's a miss. D20 plus 5 for Dregnar. That's a crit. That's a miss. That's another crit. Roll D20.
Whoa!
Plus 5. Al, you take 9 points of piercing damage, but I think you took the armor mastery thing. It's not magical, so reduce it to 6. Dregnar, you take. I'm not gonna do the halves yet. So you just take a flat 30 from the crits, and then you take D2d10. 30. So you take 40 reduced to 20 total. So you take 20 points of damage as 3 of these mauls just start biting like the back of your neck and your shoulder and everything.
That's the best you got?
It's pretty good.
All right. And then at the end of its turn, Dregnar, you see this where the bleeding, bloody stumps are.
Fuck you, Adam.
You know what you're fighting. I'm just not. Your character doesn't know what it's fighting.
4 of them emerge.
Yep. I almost feel bad.
Just 1. Oh, no, 2?
Yeah, so 2 of them died, so 4 heads replace. And it heals 20 hit points, because for each head it gains 10 hit points. All right.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Of
Right,
course,
yeah.
I'm the only one that sees this, right?
Yeah, you're the
Pretty much.
only one. The group will definitely hear this like screeching sound as like these 4 heads are like essentially reborn.
It sounded like 4 before, but now it sounds like 6.
Oh, they'll also hear Dregnar say something he's never said
7
before.
5.
This
7,
ain't good.
Yeah. Okay, you guys hear Dregnar say this ain't good.
This is the loudest, most chaotic 6 seconds.
Alright.
So
Davis, your turn.
I look down at my armor at my side, being very sad, and then I decide to cast Armor of Agathis on myself with the Hearthguard.
All right, nice. Fire or radiant?
That's right, I get to choose. I guess Radiant, because like all this undead shit. I don't know what's there. I just know we got bad
No,
shit.
that's fine. Just remember radiant. That's all I gotta say.
So I'll cast Armor of Agathis. With
Essentially, with Al using Thaumaturgy, y'all got to stand for free, so y'all aren't using half your movement to get up this turn.
Nice.
Kind of how I played it.
Then I will. But I still haven't seen shit, so I'm gonna come here.
There we go.
I guess see these heads, and I already used my action to do Armor of Agathis. Is Al hurt it anyway?
A little chomped, but not too bad. Like barely chomped, actually, as far as I know. Did I roll damage for you, Al? I don't even remember.
I took 9 minus 3.
Yeah. 6 points. Yeah.
I will.
Can you help with these ugly things?
And there's like a call lightning going right here, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, you see like a little scorch mark where like some lightning definitely hit.
But is that
You
a
smell the lightning
that's a
and you can smell the
concentration thing, so
gravity.
it's still there, right?
You see like the
The storm
clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
But
shit.
it's not.
I don't
want
want to get in the middle of all this, but I don't want to be in the way either. Fuck it, armor bag of this. Let's go. Actually, so well, here's what I'll do: is I'll move all the way over to here,
Okay.
and then also do blade ward.
Oh, that's right. So bonus action blade ward with your
Yeah.
mark off your appropriate.
I
Yeah.
shall.
Thank you. All right, Grant. Last person, and then we'll call it a night.
Got it. I roll over.
Mm-hmm.
I just got chomped on my side. Sit up, stand up.
Yeah.
Am I within range to jump down a hole to go help Dregnar?
No, there's wall all amongst y'all. Sorry, the Hydra's kind of covering it. This all
right.
wall.
So then I guess I will just try and hit. Oh, shoot. Same problem as Davis. I don't want to jump in the light. Can I just move sort of like up here and
Sure.
not be in range of the lightning? Is that
The lightning, yeah, you guys have never seen it, so yeah, you don't know. But like the lightning isn't repeatedly striking. You see this cloud kind of swarming, and Grant, you have enough of a passive perception. You see Calisor's kind of like channeling something. So you can intuit that that's Calisor's doing.
so then I'll try and like hug the wall, I guess, as close as
Mhm.
I can, avoid
Okay.
the middle of the room. But I'll start casting Spirit Guardians,
Okay.
get them up, and
Gotcha.
that'll be my turn, I guess.
All right, and it's 15 feet. All right.
Yes, 15 feet.
See aura. Everyone should see it. Boom. Okay.
Real quick, I
That's
don't
my
suppose
turn.
I don't suppose I see Dregnar at this point, right? He's kind of
You
like
don't. He's
yeah.
in. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see much more, and then yeah. All right, guys. We'll pick up next week.
Charge.
Get ready to
Yes.
die.
Get
No, we're not
ready
gonna
to
die.
die.
We're fine.